Andy Signore, for those of you who don't know, was the founder of the YouTube channel Screen Junkies. I'm pretty sure. If he wasn't the actual founder of the channel, he was the creator of all their most popular shows on the channel, from Honest Trailers to movie fights and just basically everything they do. He was the creative mind behind it. And about a year and a half ago, he was hit with sexual assault allegations and then fired from his company. And then last week he put out a video telling his side and his defense with evidence defending himself, and as it turns out, it didn't happen. So I'm going to use this video to I'm going to tell Andy's story, and then I'm also going to use it to tell the problem with the whole believe all women stance that is going through social media mobs and through America today, because it is stupid. And if I was making YouTube videos at the time, I would have talked about this subject during the Kavanaugh hearings, which is another good example of why you don't believe all women with non-corroborating rape allegations. So, first, let's get into Andy's story. He apparently met some girl at Comic-Con, at a Comic-Con convention or something, and they started having a sexual relationship. And he had evidence, and then a while later, after it ended, then she accused him of sexual assault. The thing is, it wasn't. He has text message documents and Google Docs and emails and everything proving that the relationship was very much consensual. And that doesn't, the only thing Andy's guilty of is he was married and had kids at the time, which is a shitty thing to do. He had an affair, but that's not rape. Yes, he was shitty, but it's not rape. So, but this man lost everything. Like, he was fired from the company he basically created and shunned from all YouTube movie group that he was a part of all of his colleagues and friends. He was just shunned from all of them. And that is for something he didn't do. That is why you don't believe all women. And the fact that, Andy did have when he in his video, he put off evidence where you would say 99% sure he did not do anything that this woman claimed he did. He's not denying a sexual relationship, but he did not do what she claimed. But the fact that he has to defend himself is also shows where this culture is, because he shouldn't have to he shouldn't need to have to prove his innocence. When you're accused, this is America. We have a presumption of innocence about everybody. If you're accused of the crime, it's not on you to defend to prove that you didn't do it. It's on the accuser to prove that you did do it. And after Andy's video, it wouldn't hold up in a criminal court or a civil court, which has a lower burden of proof than criminal, but it's still very high. Wouldn't hold up in either one of those. And yet, whenever his story broke, the accusations came out, everybody ran with it. Every news company ran with it, talking about Screen Junkies creator, sexual assaulter, just telling her side, not giving any airtime to him, retime, anything. And now that his stories came out, no one's taking up his story either. That's why I'm talking about it, because no one wants to give this guy. No media wants to run with this story. They're happy to condemn him, but now that he wants to can legally show the evidence, because that's why he waited so long, because he's in a lawsuit. But he can legally show the evidence. No one cares. Nobody cares at all. That's why I know I have I get 30 views. I'm gonna get 30 views on this video, but 30 more people that know the story. So, and I understand. I understand why Screen Junkies fired him. I wouldn't have done it if I were them. I would have powered through it, but I understand why. It was the heart of the Me Too movement, and they were probably going to lose sponsor. Even if they stuck with their gun saying no, she has no evidence, they probably would have lost sponsors, lost viewerships. Like, I understand why they chose to cut bait and have him go down instead of trying to bring the whole ship down. I get it. I don't think it was the right move. It's not something I would have done. If I was going to do anything, I may have just pulled him over and said, hey, take a leave of absence till all this goes over. You're going to, once your lawsuit's settled and everything's out, then you can come back. But that's what I would have done. They chose to just to let him go, and I understand why. I don't think it was the right decision, but I get it. But this isn't just Andy. This is like it happens to him, and he is a, I'm assuming, fairly wealthy. Screen Junkies was pretty big, and they have had Ryan Reynolds and big name actors and directors on there. So and he created that channel. I'm assuming he was pretty wealthy, and a false accusation brought him down to basically he's starting over. And it happens to college kids on a regular basis, where they get kicked out of school because they don't get a chance to defend themselves. In the Title IX inquiries and appeals in college courts, they're not actually courts. There's no legal ramifications, but they're getting kicked out of schools all the time because they believe all women. That's why. Why, haven't we seen enough rape hoaxes that we need to, we should know not to believe all women? Some women lie. I'm not saying we shouldn't take every allegation serious and wait till evidence comes out to prove it, but why do we need to believe them all? I don't believe anybody. We shouldn't believe all men. We shouldn't believe all women. People lie. That's what people do. So, yeah, that's Andy's story, Andy Signore. If you I'm gonna put the link of his video and his defense in the description if any of y'all want to watch it, just to get the full thing. And go like his channel. Go subscribe to his channel. He's there talking about movies like he was before. If you're a fan of Screen Junkies, he's doing the same thing, trying to get started. So go support him, and just get his story out. Get anybody's story. If you know anybody's story about this false rape allegations, get it out there. People need to know that this stuff happens and that we can't just blindly believe anybody. So, yeah, that's all I got on this, and thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.